Good morning and welcome to Blue River Memorial Park in Shelbyville, Indiana for the 2024 USATF National Junior Olympic Cross Country Championships. This is Bob McCamey and welcome back to USATF.tv, our final national event of the year. And we have a beautiful, if not chilly, December day for our young people to run in our 10 championship races on this course here at Blue River, which has become quite the cross-country hotbed in central Indiana over the years, always hosting an IHSAA sectional meet. State meet, of course, in Terre Haute. 2020 Big Ten Championships were here, as well as the Indiana regional of the USATF cross-country. So many of these athletes have already run on this course this year, some of them more than once. And we're at the line now for the 7- and 8-year-old girls getting ready to go. We are right at freezing right now, as you can tell by the number of hats and balaclavas and all other ways to keep your ears and lips warm. And we're expecting mostly dry skies till the very end of the day. And then that weather, if it's out west, will move in. So hopefully we'll be spared any wet stuff or frozen stuff. Flags are up and ready to go with the 7- and 8-year-olds. And the first race of the day is underway. 7- and 8-year-old girls, 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers means essentially one loop of our course with a little kink on the east end that gets us to the 1K mark. But again, this is a beautiful, wide open course. And we will be able to give you some great views along the way. And also for spectators, it's great because it's very easy to move back and forth within the course and get a good view of our athletes. We have a couple of podium finishers from a year ago back who did it as 7-year-olds. We'll be keeping an eye out on Morgan Codrington from the Bronx, VO2 Max, and Emerson Shanerock, who was first in the Indy Regional. So she's run here this year. She's out of Cedar Rapids. They both run in the sub-8 range. And then an exciting newcomer this year from Texas, Zion Hill, which has a couple of strong competitors here. Gaia Zarnomsky, who has run sub-7:30 this year. And Presley Tregesser, who was second in the Indy Regional out of Westfield, Indiana. She's run a 7:34. The course record just broken in the 2K by both Tregesser and Schoenrock on October 20th. And we have an early breakaway of 3 athletes, and as we'll get you a better look at them here in a moment or two from our lead camera. I am guessing it might be those 3 athletes. We'll let you know for sure. If you recall last year at JO's, all the races were kind of runaways. And we had multiple 20, 30-second margins of victory. So the young ones going first. Sadie Heyman was the winner last year, went 7:32, just edging Morgan Codrington. And here we go. Our first look at the leaders. And that is Codrington, who was second a year ago. Wearing the shade, she doesn't need to bundle up against the cold. Yeah, Codrington lost to Heyman by just 0.3 last year in Louisville. And the second spot, that is Schoenrock. So, no surprises who's running up front. And now we're taking that big curl at the east end of the course. And you can see the big, wide open grass paths. There won't be any challenges or making decisions of when to get out of the crowd for these runners. Stay. Remember Louisville last year, beautiful course, but boy, it got narrow in places, and you had to make some tactical decisions. So we have 4 runners in our lead group. There's a 5th now. So we've really strung out. So that is in the center of your screen, that's 5. Codrington doing the business. She was 7th in this race a year ago. No, I'm sorry, she was 2nd a year ago. as a 7-year-old. Shone Rock finished 7th. And here's the big band, and we are coming to the 1K mark. So approximately 3:47 for 1K. We are not getting exact splits for these races. We are expecting to have splits, though, later on for the at least for the 5K race for the high school athletes. So it's Codrington now with 3 pursuers. Both Codrington and Shone Rock just ran at another national meet last week in North Carolina. Shone Rock was 4th, Codrington was 7th. Now we're making our way back to the north. See all the frost out on the paths, but the footing appears to be very good for everybody early on. Now a right turn bend, and we're going to come to the farthest northeast part of the course here, and then it'll almost be straight on to the finish. That is Presley Tregesser now, who's moved into the 2nd spot. Again, just ran a 7:34. She ran 7:38 on October 20th. This course. So I believe this will be her 3rd race of the year on the course. Now we look further back at the pack there for a moment. So there's the difference. They're taking this really tight turn here, again on the northeast corner. And now we're in the final couple of minutes of this race, and see how wide things are. Codrington there on the left box in your screen. Codrington in the purple, running on the right. Tregesser in the pink on the left side. And this is essentially straight on to the finish now. And Tregesser reeling her in. Codrington, aggressive front runner. And look at this, side by side, but really spread out. There's the last bend to the finish. Oh, there's Tregesser going to the kick. Presley Tregesser, Morgan Codrington. It's Indiana versus NYC. Now Codrington goes to the push. Great action here in our very first race of 10 today. Codrington now surging. And they definitely could see the finish from here. There's the line. Look at this. Codrington, late surge. Codrington at 7:32, and unofficially, that's another course record for 2K. Tregesser is second, 7:34.1, so that's her second 7:34. By the way, that's half a second better than her best mark. Camille Gray will finish 3rd in 7:48.8, and then Shone Rock, 7:51.3, another Indiana kid from Fisher's Fire, just outside of Indy. And so both Codrington and Tregesser reset the course record. Victoria Pavani, Ocean Breeze from Staten Island is 5th, 8:13.8. There's Zarmansky from Zion Hill, 8:16.4. Malaya McCray from El Paso, another Texas kid, is 7th, 8:17.9. Prontini, Siravasan from Valley United, SoCal, is 8th, 8:18.3. Emerson McCarty, Fisher's Fire, 8:19.4. And Abigail K, competing unattached, 8:21.1. So Morgan Codrington, second a year ago as a 7-year-old, with a nice kick at the very end, holds off Tregasser to win the 7- and 8-year-old championship. And of course, we'll continue to show you all of our finishers. Let you know what our schedule's like today. Our second 2K race is coming up about 30 minutes away. We're scheduled for a 9:40 Eastern start. That'll be the boys 7- and 8-year-olds. And then at 10:20, we go to the 3K loop for the 9- and 10-year-olds. Girls at 10:20, boys at 11 Eastern. We stay in the 3K loop for the 11- and 12-year-olds, 11:40 Eastern for the girls, 12:20 for the boys. Then we go to the 4K loop, probably one of the lesser used marks on this course. 13, 14-year-olds, 1 p.m. for the girls, 1:45 for the boys. And we go to the full 5K for the high school girls, 2:30 p.m., 3:15 for the boys. Starting to get a look at team points now as well. Fisher's Fire, of course, scoring very well early. El Paso, West Side, and the Rain City Flyers from Seattle. Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, Quick Track Club. So Fisher's Fire looks like they've got 5 of the first 27 team scoring spots. And again, that was led by Emerson Schoenrock, who finished 4th. Emerson McCarty, finishes 9th. Stella O'Connell, 15th. Those are the overall places, by the way. As far as team scoring, they were scoring 1, 4, and 6. Clara Atchison, 36th overall. So it looks like Fisher's Fire will handily win with El Paso West Side in the 2nd spot. That was Malaya McCrae leading West Side. And then Nirvana Chavez, 18th overall. Eva Escobedo, 23rd overall. Their top finishers.